The Lakers are separating themselves from the pack for Dejounte Murray. We have a big Dejounte Murray trade rumor update. And what did we learn in the Lakers' loss to the Clippers? Can this team contend with this group? That's coming up next here on the All Lakers podcast. What is up, Laker fans? Doug McKain here. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Now, if you haven't yet, do me a huge favor and subscribe to the All Lakers YouTube channel. We're bringing Lakers content every single day, all the latest news and rumors. You're going to find it right here. So if you haven't subscribed, hook your boy up. Join the party. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. What does your gut tell you right now about the possibility of getting Dejounte Murray in purple and gold? Do you think it's going to happen? Will it happen? If you think it will, give me a Y down below. If you think it won't, give me an N. Let me know down below in the comment section. And for all latest Lakers news, head over to alllakers.com. So let's get right into it, Lakers fans. The Lakers and Dejounte Murray trade rumors continue to pick up steam. We got some fresh updates. The first is coming from NBA insider, The Athletic Sam Amick, who recently said on a podcast, it feels like that has got very real legs to it. It's a question of how long does Landry Fields hold out. But it feels like the Lakers have separated themselves from the Dejounte pack, and it feels like to some degree they've locked in on him as the guy they think can help them. So the first question you may have is, who is Landry Fields? Well, Landry Fields is the general manager of the Atlanta Hawks. You might remember him from his playing days. He played a few years with the Knicks, a couple years with the Toronto Raptors. He played his college ball for Stanford back when it was the Pac-10. Well, when is he going to push the button on this trade? When is he going to go through with it? And is it going to be with the Los Angeles Lakers? That is the big question. And my question is, can they get a deal done with the reported package, with a deal surrounding D'Angelo Russell and Jalen Hood-Schifino and the 2029 first-round pick? Or are they looking for multiple first-round picks? Because I don't think the Lakers would be willing to do that. They weren't willing to give up multiple first-round picks for Kyrie Irving. Why would they do that for Dejounte Murray? Maybe you could include multiple second-round picks for Dejounte Murray, or you could include the first-round pick, and I think that first-round pick will be protected. But I think the big key right now is finding that third team, because D'Angelo Russell is going to be a part of this deal if it gets done, and we know the Atlanta Hawks aren't interested in pairing Trae Young and D'Angelo Russell. They're two similar type of players. They need the ball in their hands to be effective, and D'Angelo Russell has no interest in coming off the bench. They would go together about as well as me and my ex. It's not going to happen. So you have to find that third team for D'Lo. Who could that be? Could it be back to the Nets? I mean, there's some other options out there, but I still believe that the Lakers are very serious about trying to pull off this move. And this was confirmed by the top NBA insider in the game, not named Adrian Wojnarowski, Mr. Shams Charania of The Athletic, who wrote, the Lakers and Hawks did have some pretty extensive conversations about a Dejounte Murray trade a few weeks ago. It was centered around D'Angelo Russell and a 2029 first-round pick and a pick swap, I am told. The holdup was the Hawks wanted to find a third team for D'Angelo Russell. He has a player option for next season, and they want to find and maybe get an expiring contract back, and I would expect the sides to circle back as we get closer to the trade deadline. So that's coming from Shams. You see what he says right there. D'Angelo Russell find that third team, but also most importantly, he expects the sides to circle back closer to the trade deadline. So for me, there's some serious smoke right here. There's a lot of smoke between the Lakers and the Hawks about getting a deal done for Dejounte Murray. We heard from Dave McMenamin yesterday about the possibility of the Lakers keeping this team for the most part intact and trying to go after Donovan Mitchell and possibly a Trae Young in the offseason. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that this team sees where they're at. They see the year they're getting out of Anthony Davis. They see the pieces, not only that they do have, but the fact that they don't have to part ways with Austin Reaves or Rui Hachimura or some of these assets to go out there and get a Dejounte Murray. You're giving up a JHS and a D'Angelo Russell, no matter how great he's played of late, it allows you to in my opinion, upgrade this roster. I know that it's a healthy debate. How big of an upgrade is Dejounte Murray? I look at what he can do on the defensive end. I look at what he can do as an isolation player, breaking down the defense, creating his own shot compared to a D'Angelo Russell who, yes, he's a better passer, but we know he's going to get cooked on defense and get hunted on defense by the other team's best players in the postseason. Whereas Dejounte Murray, on the flip side, he will step up and guard the opponent's best players in the postseason. He won't be unplayable. That is what D'Angelo Russell has shown to be for the Lakers. No matter how great you think D'Angelo Russell is playing of late, and mind you, he is. He's been outstanding. He's gone an absolute heater. He's hotter than the devil's armpit right now. But is there anything that you've seen that would tell you that you can leave him on the court in a big game against a team like the Boston Celtics or a team like the Denver Nuggets or one of the top teams in the NBA without him getting hunted on defense? And look, there's no doubt about it. D'Angelo Russell has been ridiculous of late. Last night in the Lakers lost to the Clippers, D'Angelo Russell, he played 40 minutes, scored 27 points, had 5 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 block, had a nice block on James Harden, even played some defense. D'Angelo, usually I just call him LeAngelo because don't want to use the D in his name. But he was also hitting his threes. He went 3 for 10 from beyond the arc. You can call him LeAngelo Russell, and he was efficient too, 9 for 21 from the field. And he was putting this team on his back. He was carrying this Lakers team and keeping him in this one throughout. And he is absolutely in a groove right now. I think he's played outstanding, but I look at the end game. I look at what they're trying to accomplish this season, and I think that Dejounte Murray raises this team's ceiling. Championships are won on the defensive end. You have to get stops. You have to go out there and find a way to neutralize the other team's best players, their best sets, their best actions, and Dejounte Murray is an asset on that end. Also, he averages more points per game. I mean, as great as D'Angelo Russell has been, how come you didn't do it for the first couple of months? I mean, yeah, you were on the bench. You were on the bench for a reason because you weren't producing, right? Averaging over 16, 17 points per game, whereas Dejounte Murray over 21 points per game. And you saw the game he had when Trae Young was out. So I think that Dejounte Murray is also someone who is on a favorable contract. You have him for 4 years. You have that extension that kicks in next season, around $30 million for a player of that caliber. With how much premium players cost right now in the NBA, that is a fantastic move for the Lakers because if he was great for you, that's awesome. You contend, you hopefully win a championship. If he's not and you're looking to rebuild, he still has enough length on that contract, and where he's at from an age perspective, 27 years old, he still carries value. So it's a no-brainer. I'm not losing any sleep. If you can make this deal, you do it each and every time. D'Angelo Russell, love what you've done lately. I don't care if he's putting up wilt numbers for the next 3 nights. I'm still looking to deal him because also you look at his contract situation. He opts into the second year of that deal. What it does to the Lakers cap situation takes him below that second apron. It has definitely some damning tax ramifications that the Lakers don't want to deal with. So it should happen. I hope it does happen. And there is positive momentum that is moving towards the Lakers and Dejounte Murray. It feels like something is brewing between the Hawks and the Lakers. It feels like we could see a deal between these two teams when the deadline rolls around. Now, the other big question is, if you don't get a Dejounte Murray, do you go towards a Bruce Brown? Now, I definitely think that Bruce Brown can absolutely help this team. This team was so close to signing him with their mid-level exception last summer, and if the Pacers don't give him a really nice offer there, he's probably already in purple and gold. You know the Lakers, they want to stockpile 3-and-D wings. He provides that. You saw the impact he had in the Western Conference Finals against this Laker team last year. He's someone that is a winning player. He's a player that he's not a superstar. He's not even a Dejounte Murray or a D'Angelo Russell level star, but he's a player that you find on winning teams. Players that, yeah, they're not going to make an all-star team, but you'll remember those guys. You'll remember those guys in your deep runs, the Trevor Ariza's of the world, guys like that that have big impacts. Go back, the Ron Harper types, right? Teams that really use these glue guys that have a role and they excel in that role. Bruce Brown can do absolutely that for this team. The Rick Foxes of the world. Not all-stars. They're far from all-stars, but they also have big impacts on championship-level teams. So I'd take a flyer on Bruce Brown. I don't think they have enough assets to go out there and acquire both of those names. They just don't, right? They just do not. But you have to make a move. You have to absolutely make a move for the Lakers. I can't say it loud enough. I'll say it loud for the people in the back. The Lakers have to make a trade to have any chance of being legitimate contenders this season. Also, the cap ramifications of keeping D'Angelo Russell are not going to help this team next summer. So if he was elite, fine. I just don't think that he's going to come down to earth at some point, but kudos to how he's playing right now. Hopefully that helps his trade value. So he's actually helping the Lakers from that standpoint. Now, if you look at the Lakers last night, that Clippers team is for real. That Clippers team could win a championship. Now, we've seen this Lakers team match up well with the Clippers and the Thunder. Lakers lose last night 127-116, and you just look at the field goal percentage from the Clippers. You look at how well they shot from beyond the arc. They shot 59.1% from the field. They were lights out from downtown, 51.9%. And you look at how much they outscored the Lakers in second chance points, 18-3 in second chance points, and the Lakers allowed 22 points off of turnovers. So that's the game right there. You allowed 22 points off of turnovers. You get outscored 18-3 on second chance points. Yes, you don't have LeBron James, and D'Angelo Russell did a lot to keep this team in the game. Anthony Davis, really, they should have gone to him more in the fourth quarter. They went away from Anthony Davis for some silly reason. They could have had a chance to stay in this one, maybe steal it, but they just didn't. And Rui Hachimura, he was okay. 11 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, a block, a steal. Made his only 3-point attempt, efficient, 5 for 8. You saw him hitting shots from the paint, little mini jumpers, hit a 3-pointer. He's someone that continues to look mid-plus at times. So hopefully he's getting into a groove. Anthony Davis, I mean, what more can you say? 36 points, 26 points in 36 minutes, 12 boards, 2 assists, 12 for 20 from the field. 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. But, yeah, I mean, without LeBron James out there, Anthony Davis continues to produce and on an efficient level. The one guy who did not look good once again was Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves had another bad game. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. It was another clunker of a performance from LeBron James, from the Hillbilly Mamba. He scored 12 points, had 5 assists, 2 boards, 2 steals, 1 block, 5 of 14 from the field, 2 for 8 from beyond the arc. So he continues to struggle from beyond the arc. After we saw him have string together some solid performances, it felt like he was going to turn the corner. But what really jumps out at me is the effort was there defensively. You saw him giving everything he had against Kawhi Leonard, but he just couldn't. He just could not. And that's why I think Austin Reaves, he needs to hit the weight room, man. Because not for lack of effort, he continues to get pushed around, bumped off his man. Just next time you're watching a Laker game and Austin Reaves on defense, look at when he's defending a guard, an athletic guard, and that guard is attacking the basket. You'll see Austin Reaves stumbling backwards, and he's just not being able to, from a strength level, go toe-to-toe with the players that he's going up against. And, yeah, the expectations were unrealistic. It was a great story. It's the feel-good story, but he's had a lot of clunkers. I'm not saying, okay, punt on Austin Reaves. Let's change the locks to the Lakers practice facility in El Segundo so he can't get in. I'm not saying any of that. But I think it might be time to recalibrate expectations a little bit for Austin Reaves. I think his ceiling isn't the 3rd best player on a championship level team. I think it's the 4th best player on a championship team. That's the cold, hard truth with Austin Reaves. And we talked about D'Lo. I think Vando continues to round into form. He had 12 points, 9 boards, 2 dimes, 3 steals, a block, 4 for 10 from the field, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc, hit all of his free throws, played 25 minutes, and you're seeing him score on baseline cuts, putbacks, just finding ways to be opportunistic in getting points. And that's what you want to see. I mean, the idea that he's going to turn to some 40% baseline corner 3-point shooter, that's not going to happen, but he's someone that can get steals defensively. He is an asset, and I like what I'm seeing from Vando of late because he's definitely someone they need. Max Christie, not a good night for Christie, 10 points, 0 for 1 from the field, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. And there's also some talk out there the Lakers have made it clear to teams that they do not want to include Max Christie in a deal. So they're looking at Max Christie as a asset for the future. I think you just have to really give him time and be patient. He's only 20 years old. My mans can't go to a bar and drink, right? He can't. So you got to be patient with him. And I think that he's going to have his ups and downs. Cam Reddish, I thought was pretty solid. 16 minutes, 9 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Goes 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. Missed 3 free throws in 4 attempts. That's not good. But Reddish, hey, since he's been back, you see the knee, you see the groin. I don't think he's at 100%. Also, he hurt his ankle at one point in this game. It looked like it could have been serious, but he's been banged up, man. He has played through some injuries. I have to give him credit for that. Christian Wood, 14 minutes, 6 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 2 for 2 from the field, 2 for 5 from the charity stripe. And I thought he had a pretty nice game. He was solid out there. He really did. He's someone that just absolutely abused Tyson. He said, well, he did, and he went out there, got some buckets on him, and I want to see more from him. I absolutely do. But this Lakers team, they're continuing to just hover around 500. They're just continuing to be a team that looks like, yeah, at the very best, you're a playing team. You're a playing game team. I mean, do you want to be that, or do you want to chase one of the 5 or 6 seeds and try to climb right now? Because if you look at their record, I mean, they continue to just hover right around 500. That's just not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done in the West. It's very hard and difficult to consider yourself legitimate championship contenders unless you can find your way to a respectable seed. And at the moment, the Lakers, they're at 22-23, 1 game under 500, right behind the Mavericks in the 9th seed in the West. So they are right bunched up there. If they went on a nice run, if they put things together, they could climb. I mean, you could see them get as high as the 5th seed, potentially. Who knows, the 4th seed. I mean, the Clippers 28-14. So this team just needs to find some momentum and find a way to get that trade to re-energize LeBron, AD. They'll see the light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully they'll have a year like last year. Only thing is they get past the Western Conference Finals and they win another trophy and they get championship number 18. So that's what I want to see. But thanks for rocking with us here on the All Lakers podcast. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Now, if you haven't yet, do me a huge favor and subscribe to the All Lakers podcast. We're growing. We are one of the fastest growing Lakers channels, and we're doing all Lakers all day long, 24/7, 365. Lakers news, rumors, breakdowns, highlights, hype videos, all that cool stuff. We're going to bring back the live streams pretty soon during the day, so be on the lookout for those. But remember, nothing brings us together like the purple and gold, and until next time, go Lakers.